It is 8 o'clock on the East Coast. It is 5 o'clock on the West Coast. It is the 17th of July in the year of our Lord 2025. It's going to be weird to say. Season 16, episode 1, 722 times. You have been welcome to the Clubhouse Podcast, your one-stop shop for all things sports, entertainment, pop culture, pro wrestling. 16 years and 4 days ago today, we tried this for the first time. This show is old enough to drive, and I'm a little concerned about that. Alex and Don both out on assignment tonight, so gleefully stepping in to hang out with me for the season premiere is someone we have not had on the show in a very, very long time. He's very overdue. He is one of my brothers. Steven Classic, welcome back to the show, brother. It's good to have you.
Oh, well, you know, I had to be on a vacation and do all this lovely things and figure out how to work technology, and I tried to do it for the last 30 minutes just to come to find out I wasn't doing it right. And then I'm rusty, and I'm like, now I'm like Carrot Top. I'm a prop comic. Like, this is not connected. I just wanted to look like I was doing
You're like those really weird those music videos where they don't plug it in, but you're supposed to believe they're singing, and you can see the XLR connection on the other end.
A lot has changed, though, since I have now turned heel on the Mavericks. I have now bought a new hat. So I have turned heel on the Mavericks because of all the nonsense. The Dolphins are in the garbage disposal somewhere. That's why I'm wearing hockey stuff. It's not even hockey season, but I feel better about myself.
Well, and you should. You know, sometimes you got to take that leap of faith. But let's get into our sports talk. Congratulations, Jared Goff is now a girl dad.
Oh,
he and
his wife kids is that for him?
Romy Isabel Goff. What a great name. I have a niece named Romy. So we're gonna okay that. Got a really cool email the other day. Did you know that FC Dallas is celebrating their 30th year?
No, but I just had a quiz about who the owner of FC Dallas was, and it's the Hunt family.
Do you remember what they were originally?
Oh, wait, hold on. I'd like to phone a friend. Hold on. What's the answer for this? The Dallas Burn.
That is correct.
All right.
They are partnering up with Adidas to do some throwback stuff. Look at this.
Oh, nice.
The old kits. We're bringing back the Dallas Burn. So this came down yesterday. That's going to be the Adidas MLS Archive Collection. You can get it at mlsstore.com, adidas.com, and you can get it. Actually, they're going to sell them at Toyota Stadium right down the road here at Peace in Frisco.
That's a beautiful stadium, too. I took my sixth graders there for a field trip this past year.
Oh, yeah.
And beautiful stadium. Did the tour, got to go through the Hall of Fame, all that. Really nice job. And I like the upgrades they're going to do. It looks
those upgrades are going to be great. We saw Nickelback there a while back. They played with
Nickelback.
You know, I love Nickelback. I'm unapologetically a fan of that band.
Oh, jeez. I got yelled at in South Carolina because I don't listen to dad rock.
I am. Do you see the hair, right? Like, but they're
going to hair. I'm letting mine grow out, man. I'm losing it.
They're actually going to be wearing them for the remainder of the 2025 season, starting this Saturday against St. Louis City. So go get your Burn gear, man. I love the Dallas Burn. I love that logo. I miss that logo, but I like FC Dallas. It's kind of a classy
colorway. I like the colorway a little more.
All-Star Weekend happened. Some really cool. I don't know. I'm on the way home from a screening. Alex is telling me the NL's up 6-0, and I'm like, well, there's something doesn't happen every year. The National League always gets hammered by the American League. And then I find out they had to go to a swing off because the AL comes back to tie it 6-6, and then Schwarber hits 3 balls into the next time zone. Did you watch the game at all, Steven?
I watched up until the 8th inning when apparently they came back because I was like, oh, it's late. I should go to bed. This game's kind of a wash.
You saw the Hank Aaron thing.
Yes, I saw the 7:15.
That is one of the cool. I finally saw it the next day. That is one of the coolest things because I was on the phone with Alex when it was happening, and he was losing his mind.
They did a really good job projecting it on the field.
Yeah, and they even showed his footsteps as he went around the bases, and they had the commentary on the back. If you haven't seen this, look this up on YouTube. It is one of the coolest things I have ever seen. And of course, it's in the Brave Stadium, so you know I'm all in already. And Hank Aaron already all in. This was, and they simulated the pitch, and when he hit the pitch, a single firework went up on the trajectory of the ball. It was one of the coolest things ever. I love technology.
It was like Disney produced that. Like, it was perfect.
It really was. It was, and then at the end they had the little cards that came on around the mound and stuff. That was so dope, dude. Thank you, Atlanta, for handling.
They have a beautiful stadium. Like, you were the one that sold me on it, like the way it was, and then I'm getting to see it and everything. It's really nice.
Yeah, I have never seen them play there, but I actually got to be there in a December after their first season, and I got a hat that when it was SunTrust Field that I still have from the inaugural season. And yeah, I really wish, like, the Rangers kind of did that with the new barn, but they did not design it at all as well as Atlanta did with all the clubs and the restaurants and everything else. Like, Texas Live is cool, but the way Atlanta did it, that should be the standard bearer. It really should. Let's go into your American League standings in the AL East. The Baltimore Orioles, they're still pretty bad. They are 9 games below 500. They're 11.5 back in the division. They're 6 back on Tampa Bay, who has been overrun by Boston, who's on a 10-game heater. What is happening up there? I guess, the Savannah Bananas come play at your stadium. You go on a run. They are now a game behind the Yankees. The Yankees are now 2 back on Toronto, but Boston's breathing down their neck. We're about to get into the second half of the season, and this is where it starts to get real. In the AL Central, the White Sox, they're still pretty bad. They're 27 games out in the division, but they're in the same division as Detroit, who's just lighting everything up this year.
Detroit looks so good this year.
The White Sox are now 15 games back of Cleveland. And the Guardians now tied with Kansas City, but they're both a half game behind Minnesota. But Detroit's got an 11.5 game lead in that division. So right now it's their world, and we're just paying rent. In the AL West, Athletics. It's so weird because we can't put a city on them yet. But
the Sacramento Athletics.
Well, construction has started in Vegas. So they have construction, and they've also said, Major League Baseball has said for Tampa Bay, they will play their playoff games in that stadium for the Yankees use for spring training, which I'm very happy about. Did you see what they did earlier this year? They gave out ceremonial ponchos for the first ever rain delay in Rays history. Like, whoever came up with that, that's genius. Athletics are 16 back. They are, let's see, that's 7 games back of law.
How did they not get relocated is my question.
It's because it's California. Wait till we get to the other side of the fence. The Angels are now a half game back on the Rangers. The Rangers 3.5 back on Seattle, and Houston is on 5 games up in the division. In the National League West, Colorado, put a pin in it. The Diamondbacks are currently 11 games back. They are 5 back on the Giants. The Giants are only a half game back on the Padres, and the Padres now are 5.5 back on the Dodgers. In the NL Central, Don's Pittsburgh Pirates, they're still bad. They're 18.5 back in the division. They are 9 back, they're 11 back of the Reds. The Reds are a game back on St. Louis. Cardinals 5.5 back on Milwaukee, and the Cubs have a 1-game lead in that division. Brewers on a 7-game heater. Every team in this division right now has at least won their last game. Pittsburgh on a 1-gamer, Reds 2, St. Louis 1, Milwaukee 7, and the Cubs 2. This division is 14, 18, 23, 25, and 6, 12, 5, 17, 8, 25 and 25 in their last 10 for the entire division.
Jeez.
And in the only division that matters, the NL East, Washington's still terrible, but they're keeping Atlanta out of the cellar right now. The Nationals are 17 back. They're 4.5 games back of Atlanta. My Braves are 2 games back on my Marlins. My Marlins are 10 back on the Mets, and they are battling with Philadelphia right now. Philly's got a half-game lead in that particular division. Steven, are you ready to play North America's favorite game show?
How far is so-and-so behind something?
Oh, no. What is the run differential for the Colorado Rockies? Major League Baseball firing up tomorrow for their second half. So this is the midway point.
For
I know Don's seen the number.
53.
Minus 53.
Yes.
Don has said minus 260.
I'm nice.
Alex has not sent me a prediction. Currently, the Colorado Rockies are 22-74. That's a 229 win percentage. That's not even 1-4, dude. They're 35.5 games back in the division. They are currently on pace to finish the year 44-149.
That's not as bad as Chicago was last year, was it?
It was the White Sox, yeah.
Yeah.
They're 10-36 at home. They're 12-38 on the road. They're 3-7 in their last 10. They aren't too far off of where they were last week. But right now, the Colorado Rockies, Don went over, they have a run differential of minus 253.
Jesus.
That is on pace for a negative 506, which would bury the minus, I believe, 318, 351, something like that the White Sox had last year. But their fans still come out in droves. Because, Colorado.
I feel like if you are the worst team, you know how we always made the joke is if you're the worst team in the NFL, you play the winner of the USFL or something. That should be a thing. The losing
I'm
team
all about relegation.
They should play the Savannah Bananas and get just totally decimated by dancing.
We talked about this last week. I'm all in with Savannah Bananas. It's wheels off, but dear God, I love the Savannah Bananas. And we have a friend whose son works with them. So that's kind of neat. We do want to talk about our big sponsor here at Sunset Lounge DFW. Make sure you're following us on all the social medias because we've also, you know what? We should repeat our major announcement first, Stephen. What do you think?
Yeah, sure. Let's do it.
So we announced last Friday on our social medias, you have 1 week left to do this. On July 27th, the Boston Red Sox are hosting the LA Dodgers, and COSM is showing the game. And if you haven't been over there yet, dude, it is mind-blowing.
That's probably not going to be my first time there. It's two teams that put me in a heart attack every time I think about them. But,
dude, they do the WWE pay-per-views. They do all sports. And the way it works, it's 10.5K video. And there's 3 levels to it. And it's 180 degrees screen that goes up all 3 levels and around the back. And they have their own cameras in the facility. So like when you're watching a baseball game, you get the static shot right behind the plate. Alex and I went there for Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Finals, and it's right there in your face the whole time. For WWE, they have their own cameras. One even points at the entrance. So when you're watching the Rumble, you see the entrances before everybody else does. Now, you get the regular feed on these little sub screens, but their stuff, it's fantastic. And they're showing The Matrix right now, too.
Oh, wow.
So we are giving away 2 tickets to watch the Dodgers play the Red Sox at Fenway, but you'll be at COSM. We're not sending you to Boston. Here's what we need you to do. Find us on social media. Find the video of me talking about the tickets. Follow us and comment with who you'd like to take with you to that game. Next week on this show, we're going to put all of those names in the wheel of names, and we are going to draw a winner, and that person's going to get 2 tickets to COSM, which is right down the street from where I live here in the Colony at Grandscape. Nothing can prepare you for the immersion of this place. It is fantastic. It is amazing. We want to send you to experience COSM. So follow us on all your social medias. Also, you want to follow all the shows here at Sunset Lounge, whether it's Norm, who has a show on the Norm Hitzkis, who's a legend. YDC, Your Dark Companion with Mike Reiner. We've got Al Maximo. We've got Beer 30 Sports O'Clock with our dude Ziggy. who's hilarious. We've got the Angle. I can never say that right with Mac Angle. All the shows here, you never know when one of us going to get a call and go give stuff away. But the only way you can do that, Shippy and Groups is our dude. Shippy's our dude. Follow all the shows here on the network because you never know when we're going to pop up and give stuff away because that's what we do. We love to give back. You know, as long as you guys have rode with us, we want to reward you for that. So follow all the shows. But if you want to get those tickets for COSM on the 27th, make sure you comment and like the video. Share the video would be great. Tell everybody about it. Yeah. But right now, 4 to 6 weeks for delivery. Let's get into some TV talk and stuff we watched this week on television.
This thing's on right now?
Well, I was going to say, is there anything of note that you've watched lately, Steven?
The only thing I'm watching, and y'all can judge me and rip me to shreds in the comments, I do not care. The Sex and the City spinoff and Just Like That.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's a new episode tonight. I haven't watched it yet, but when I start making these steaks, believe I'm watching that.
I'm still watching Lego Masters. I had 2 episodes to catch up on this week, and they're doing Lego Masters Junior next month. It's going to be hosted by Kelly Osbourne. So I may check that out. They did the Batman episode was pretty dope because each team picked a different era of Batman and had to recreate a new Batmobile.
And then this past
yeah.
No, proceed with the Lego thing, and then when we're done, I have a question for you because I'm very intrigued by this now.
This last week, they did what they call Is It Brick, where they made a replica of allegedly Will Arnett's bedroom from the 90s, and they each had to take an item out of the bedroom and make a 1-to-1 scale Lego version of it. And then they brought the season 2 winners back, and they had to decide what was real and what wasn't. And that was kind of cool. But we've only got 2 episodes left in the season. What's your question, my friend?
This is just me. I'm kind of like in a hole. I kind of just the TV's not on. If I watch TV, of course, I just recycle Seinfeld and The Office and Simpsons.
Nothing wrong with that.
Simple-minded person. What is with the Love Island stuff?
I don't know. I got nothing. It started on USA, and then it went to Netflix, and it blew up on Netflix.
So there is a bar in my neighborhood that's just down the street here, and it was packed gill to gill. Everyone on the patio, everyone freaking out, and it wasn't just that bar in my neighborhood. Apparently, it was multiple.
Oh, this thing!
I was seeing social media blow up with this stuff.
It is huge now. I got a bag of nothing.
I don't know anything about it.
I mean, I am at least twice the age of the demographic for this thing.
12?
Yeah, well, there's that. I wish I was twice of that. But it's very there's singles and then they pair up and there's challenges and things.
So road rules, real world.
Kind of sort of, but there's a there's a romantic element to it. I don't know.
Gilligan's Island.
Gilligan's Island if they all hooked up all the time. I don't know. ABC has announced that they've officially canceled Dr. Odyssey. It's been in limbo with Joshua Jackson, who I recently saw in a film, and he was absolutely great in it. Also, Mekhi Phifer will be joining season 2 of High Potential.
That's the name I haven't heard in forever.
I've heard this show is really, really good, and I like Caitlin Olsen a lot because I love It's Always Sunny. But yeah, so he'll be joining that. AMC has announced that because this franchise will never die, no pun intended, The Walking Dead Dead City's coming back for season 3. And they have a new showrunner named Seth Hoffman. This franchise will never go away. I mean, how long has it been around now? Like 15 years at least?
It feels like it. I feel like they're about to go on a Grey's Anatomy run. And that's sickening as well, too.
My wife has watched that entire series 3 times.
Like
all
40 years worth of seasons?
I mean, yeah, she's gone through the entire show at least 3 times. That's her thing.
Dedication.
Yeah. Congratulations to Severance on Apple TV Plus. They lead the Emmy nominations with 27. So not the run that Shogun went on last year, which I still haven't finished and I need to. CBS has announced that The Amazing Race will start on March 18th of next year for season 38. Like, I don't like when they do like a season, like 2 seasons in 1 year. To me, a season is a year.
That's what I think.
But when they change it up, they count it. The CW has renewed Sullivan's Crossing for season 4, which I believe is also doing very, very well on Netflix. Never watched an episode.
Never.
But outside of NXT, I don't think I'm also the demographic for most things on the CW anymore.
They still have Riverdale or River Pig or whatever.
Oh no, Riverdale went away a few years ago. I bailed after season 2. After season 2,
that's when I bailed.
Got too weird. HBO Max, congratulations to them. We talked about Emmy nominations. The Penguin got 24 nominations. White Lotus got 23.
So I haven't seen White Lotus, but Penguin's pretty solid. I've only seen a couple episodes of Penguin because it's been on over at friends' houses, and it's really good. I need to really sit down. I have only a couple days left of freedom. I need to sit down, buckle down, and catch up on that.
I haven't even started it. Like, I've just been I sit down and I just wind up going down YouTube rabbit holes lately.
That's what I do. I think it's easier that way.
It's more digestible. Like, one of my favorites right now is a channel called Wrestling with Regret, WREGRET, and he'll do recaps of classic pay-per-views, and he's actually in the business. He's an indie guy in the Pacific Northwest. That he also is a manager, and his takes are really good. And then he'll do the new stuff. Like, he did one for All In, he did one for Evolution. It's a great channel. No free ads, but I like Wrestling with Regret. Let's see. And they've said season 3 of The Last of Us may not be until 2027. So I know that LA, who we had on the show last week, is a big fan of that. Shout out to LA for popping Swerve Strickland at WrestleCon with the shirts he designed for him. Let's see. NBC Peacock, Bellamy Young has joined the cast of Brilliant Minds for season 2. I for some reason I thought that show got canceled. I guess not.
I thought it did too. Most of NBC stuff doesn't have legs anymore. They're gone after a season or 2.
Well, that Office spinoff kicks off in September, but it'll only be on Peacock.
Yeah, I saw that one.
So I'm interested. I'll give it a couple episodes.
Yeah, I'm low bar.
And I know Oscar's going to be in it.
Yeah.
So. Let's see. Netflix has finally greenlit the live-action Assassin's Creed series. It's finally happening. I think we'll just need to put that movie out of our minds and see what they do with it, because Netflix, I mean, they hit more than they miss. So
the docu-series are the best thing on Netflix, though.
You're not wrong.
Oh my goodness.
I'm waiting for the new season of The Movies That Made Us.
Oh yeah, that's coming out. I want to say October.
I hope so. They had the Toys That Make Us, and those are some of my favorite things. And they did one called Game Over that was really, really good. They do one on the history of hip hop.
I'm loving the Trainwreck series right now too.
I've heard good things. I just don't know if I'm.
You don't want to watch the Poop Cruise?
I'm not mentally prepared for that.
It's hilarious.
Speaking of spinoffs and other series, Paramount Plus is doing a spinoff of Tulsa King. It will be called Nola King, so it takes place in New Orleans with Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh, I'll give that one a go.
And I think we're going to put him in an episode of Tulsa King to spin it off, because I've seen some pictures of him and Stallone, it looks like on set from that show. So, Prime Video has renewed Invincible for season 5, and season 4 isn't even done yet.
Which one's that?
That's the animated series that they've got about the superheroes. That's kind of it's very, I don't want to say it's like The Boys, but it's superheroes that kind of go rogue in some cases. Nice. And we talked recently about this American Gladiators reboot that's being hosted by The Miz, and it's going to have Wardlow, Bugenhagen, Camille is in it. They've filmed 2 seasons already.
Wait, Rick Boogs is going to be in it?
He's going to, yep.
He still is around?
Yeah. Well, he's not with
the worked at a Subway or something.
But yeah, I mean, they've already filmed 2 seasons. So we'll see what happens when that airs. TV on DVD and Blu-ray this week, the complete series of Bewitched on Blu-ray and the collector's edition of Strangers with Candy, which is, if you remember back in the day, with Amy Sedaris, I believe, who starred in that on Comedy Central.
See, I knew Bewitched. I used to watch that with my grandma.
And Erin Murphy, who played the Tabitha on that, she's gorgeous still to this day. And that was what?
There's a lot of people who have aged like fine wine. Like I saw like a picture of somebody that was like 73 and you thought they were like 42.
Well, it's like that. We were talking a bunch of us were talking the other day, the old Dina Carter song, Strawberry Wine. She says, I remember when 40 was old, you know? But this weekend, starting tonight down in Waco, it is the Waco Independent Film Festival. So if you're down that way, go check out the opening night tonight. It's might be a little bit late for it, but the opening night was A Christmas in New Hope, and the closing night will be The Ego Death of Queen Cecilia. Some great independent films being shown this weekend down in Waco. Go check that out. Also, next Saturday, this very show will be at the Angelica Film Center for Asian Film Festival Dallas, one of our favorite shows we do every year. So come down, hang out with us. We'll probably be on the air about 5 o'clock because we'll be getting people right off the red carpet and doing interviews and doing all the things. Come hang out with us at Angelica a week from Saturday. That'll be the 26th. We will be there for Asian Film Festival of Dallas.
So with that being said, everyone, as the prop comic this evening, here is a microphone. Make sure we are talking into the microphone because y'all have great stories.
We're going to have them on headsets.
Like this.
We're going to have them on headsets with any luck. So we're not going to have that problem. I'm saying
you don't want to talk to him like this.
I had to do a ton of upgrades to make this happen. So here's the hoping. We do, on a more somber note, we found out earlier today that the legendary singer Connie Francis has passed away at the age of 87. If you are someone that remembers the era of the surf movie, she sang the theme song for Where the Boys Are. That's her big hit. I remember that movie because, growing up in the 70s and 80s, you watched movies on Sundays on TV, and that was one that was in heavy rotation. She had a bunch of hits. So our best to her, friends, family, and fans. Let us continue to move on. But before we do, now let's talk about the big sponsor here at Sunset Lounge DFW. I don't know about you, dude, but when somebody says to me, if I could free myself of pain, anxiety, and sleepless nights naturally, you have my attention. Because I ain't getting no younger. You know what I mean? Our big sponsor here at Sunset Lounge DFW and at Stolen Water Media is the CBD House of Healing. It is a women-owned CBD boutique. She's actually a registered nurse, and she only sells products from their lab with the highest quality and purity standards. She wants to build trust and build through education because self-care is the most important thing. They want to give you that knowledge. That's their ultimate goal. So if you want to give yourself some relief from those aches and those pains and those sleepless nights, go to cbddallas.com. They also have a brick and mortar store you can go to. It's at 8550 Plano Road, Suite 101. That's far north Dallas. So go check them out. Begin your healing at the House of Healing. Thank you to CBD House of Healing for being a sponsor right here at Stolen Water Media and Sunset Lounge DFW. Let's get into movie talk and stuff we watched this week. Movies.
Quick talk.
Yeah.
How have you been adjusting to doing live reads on camera? It's easy when there's no camera.
I've always kind of been quick on my feet. So, I like doing live reads because it's especially because I don't really stick to the full script. I get the bullet points because it's just, we've had some real wheels off ones. I'm not going to lie to you. But that's kind of the fun of it.
Yeah,
I remember you used to do live reads quite a bit on 1334 show. Did you watch any good movies this week, Steven? My plan is to go see Superman on Monday.
Oh man, I have not seen it, but the mixed reviews is a great discussion topic apparently. So I'm
avoiding spoilers as much as I possibly can.
Oh, I haven't even seen spoilers. It's just the concept of is it a good movie or is it bad? That's it, and it's everywhere. It is.
I'm going to try to go because I'll be at Greater Austin Comic-Con this weekend. Come see me if you're in the area at the HEB Center in Cedar Park.
That's 3.5 hours away, Rob. I don't think I'll make it.
I meant the Royal U. I mean, if you want to come hang out, I'm always going to hang out with you. But I'm just saying the Royal U. But I usually when I do an out of town show, I take the following Monday off just because I need to decompress before I go back to work. So I'm going to go see it on Monday. So that way before too much, because stuff's starting to leak out and I don't want to know. So, but I did see 2 movies this week, but we're going to talk about them because they're new releases. We're going to talk about them later. It was announced today that Christina Applegate is writing her memoir. It will be called You with the Sad Eyes. It's going to release next March. So I'm very much looking forward to that. We want to say congratulations to Lilo and Stitch. And this is kind of mind-blowing.
Wait, what?
Lilo and Stitch.
Wait, what?
Lilo and Stitch is the first film of 2025 to hit the $1 billion mark globally.
Wow.
I would have thought Mission Impossible would have gotten there first.
I will say this. It has the benefit of being a beloved franchise under the Disney umbrella. And I live with and I'm around a bunch of Disney adults. Even them, whether they liked it or not, everyone went to go see it.
Yeah, I'm a Disney guy, but I'm going to wait for it on Disney Plus. I know Sinners hit HBO Max last weekend, and I do want to see that.
That's a good movie. That Michael B. Jordan.
Josh Gad and Ariana Grande made the announcement this week that they are doing an animated film based on Dr. Seuss's Oh, the Places You'll Go that will be directed by John M. Chu, who did Wicked. I don't know how I feel about this because this is that book that everybody gets like when you graduate high school and the things. I'm going to be interested to see what they do with this because it's also not a real thick book. Like the Cat in the Hat that's coming out next year, you can kind of mess with that story, you know, but we'll see what they do. Growing up, did you have to read the Odyssey?
Yes, the Homer's Iliad and Odyssey and all that stuff. Yeah.
Christopher Nolan is directing the film. That comes out.
Nolan?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And it's packed full of stars. It's coming out next summer, but you can buy tickets now for select 70 millimeter IMAX screenings. You can buy tickets to this movie right now. Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey. So, because he did 70 millimeter IMAX for Oppenheimer and it went crazy. So if you want to get way ahead of the curve, I loved Oppenheimer. I couldn't watch it again, but I loved it. We have live action Zelda casting. Neither of these people are people that you may have heard of. I think that's a good thing. So let me get oh, come on, Rob. Learn how to spell Legend of Zelda, which is currently set for 2027.
Man, I was really hoping Donald Glover would be Link.
Right now, Link is a Benjamin Evan Ainsworth. Right now, his resume reads "Everything's Going to Be Great," which I believe he did with Bryan Cranston.
Was that the one where Bryan Cranston was in the wheelchair with like the breathing tube?
No, that's the one he did with Kevin Hart a few years ago.
Oh, well, I'm really starting to bleed stuff together.
He was also in The Haunting of Bly Manor. And then your Zelda is being played by a Bo Bragason. She is a relative newcomer. She did King and Conqueror, which is a TV series. That would be the closest thing I think you would know her from. So they're using relative unknowns, so I'm okay with it because it'll help kind of sell it a little bit better for me. But show me a trailer. I'm not making any jokes.
We saw what happened with Cowboy Bebop with people we knew.
Dude, I couldn't even make it through 2 episodes of that. And
I got through 3 episodes and
Steven and I are huge Cowboy Bebop fans. I mean, huge Cowboy Bebop fans. And I mean, how many times would you say you've watched that series through?
Complete series, top, beginning, even with the movies, probably about 4 or 5.
Yeah, I'm kind of there with you. Oh, we got comments in the thing. Want to send a shout out to Relax and Rain saying yay for season 16. And hey, we've got Your Dark Companion checking in. Look at that. How about that? Shout out. Thanks, guys. We're excited too. I really have to pay more attention in the chat room because we got the chat room back now because we're back on YouTube. Sunset Lounge DFW has a YouTube channel, so make sure you're following that. And it's like youtube.com, then at Sunset Lounge DFW to
if
look
I
it
ever
up.
did my show and had a comment section open,
You guys' comments alone to each other is more than enough.
I don't know what happened. It's like a house on fire.
Can you believe Black Swan turns 15 this year?
Yes, I can.
And they're doing anniversary screenings in IMAX August 21st and 24th. So
would you go do that one?
That's another one that I don't know that I could sit through again. I mean, it's good. It's intense.
No for me.
But man, we have some interesting Judge Dredd news. We're getting a new movie. We have somebody in talks to do the next Judge Dredd film. Now, I haven't seen the one with Carl Urban, but somebody just said
this is the right Rangers. We're not doing
somebody's getting grief in the chat room. Taika Waititi to handle the next Judge Dredd film. I am very intrigued. Ashley says you're welcome. I like Taika. The movie he did a couple of years ago. What was the name of that thing? That was about the Samoan soccer team.
Lilo and Stitch.
No.
Yeah,
I was called.
So our movies.
Where is it? Oh, it's called Next Goal Wins. It's really, really good. It's a good family flick. And I very much enjoyed that. And I like a lot of the stuff that he's done. So I'm interested to see what he would do with Judge Dredd. Now, I also want to talk about Robert Eggers. He's the guy that did the Nosferatu movie last year. He also did Witch with a V. So that's kind of his vein. The next thing he's doing is Werewolf with a U instead of an O. He's
just running through all the classic ones then.
Well, and he's talking about the title role being played by Willem Dafoe.
Oh, he's perfect for things like this.
You have my attention. You know what I mean? Like Lily Rose Depp is looking to be in it. Aaron Taylor Johnson, both of them who have worked with him before. So, I mean, his stuff's kind of creepy. You know how I feel with stuff. It's creepy. But I'm here for it. Now, we just got an email today that I think you're going to be very interested in.
Me personally or the listener?
Because another thing that you and I are big fans of is going to be featured at the Alamo Draft House here very soon. PlayStation 5 is going to be releasing Ghost of Yote.
Okay.
So to help celebrate that, because who owns the Alamo?
Sony.
Yep. They are doing cinema's greatest samurai films leading up to the release of this game. Let me run this down for you. There's 5 of them. Lady Snowblood from 1973. It's the movie that influenced Kill Bill. Lone Wolf and Cub, Sword of Vengeance from 1972. I love Lone Wolf and Cub. The Tale of Zatoichi from 1962. That's the first of the Blind Man series. 13 Assassins from 2011, which is awesome.
That one's a great one. I like
and Kurosawa's Ran.
That one was solid. I watched that one, I want to say 2 years ago.
So the game comes out on October 2nd. So from August 2nd through September 4th, they're going to be doing each of these movies. They're going to have special menu items. So they have some what's going to be roasted shishito peppers with a sesame togarashi crunch and yuzu aioli, a samurai slice pizza, a mango matcha shake, and Midori and rye. But they're also doing a specialized popcorn bucket. Look at this, dude.
Oh, I like, I can do without the popcorn, but I always want these popcorn buckets.
How dope is that? That's cool looking.
That's
so
really nice one.
if you're like us and you love samurai movies, and I love all things like I love martial arts movies. I have the Criterion Bruce Lee set in a living
I
room.
really wish they would do Kung Fu Hustle though. I think that would be a great one. Just to have.
That's a great film. It's a great film.
I just think they should have that one.
We are allegedly getting a movie version of The Last Ronin.
Oh,
but it's going to be rated R, which it should be if you know that story.
I was like, I don't think you could have it anything else than rated R.
And speaking of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I want to send a shout out to everybody at Retro Expo. I got to sit with Ernie Reyes Jr. last weekend. Had a blast with him and Sergeant Slaughter, which was awesome. And I got to sit once again with Jeff Steitzer, who is the voice of the tournament, voice of God guy in the Halo games. Nice. That's my second time this year. Well, hello, my friend.
Yeah, Romo wants to make an appearance because he knows.
Hi, Romo.
All right, Romo, down.
You know, my boys do it all the time. So
yeah, I'm like, Romo's like, oh, put me on.
Movie new releases and places you get movie new releases this weekend. The new version of I Know What You Did Last Summer, which Don has actually seen, and his review is currently up at www.theclubhousepodcast.com. You got to say that's our website.
Oh, that's the website. Romo, tell him that's the website.
He kind of has mixed feelings about it.
Well, have you been seeing the I don't know if it's like a promotion thing, but people have been posting on social media of like people in trench coats just walking on like boardwalks.
Oh, hard pass.
Like walking around like people, and everyone's like, oh, I guess they know what you did last summer or something. I've been seeing that a lot in the last like 3 weeks.
Well, and you've got Jennifer Love Hewitt and Freddie Prinze Jr. returning for this one, which is kind of neat, kind of a connection.
I mean, he needed a job after he lost the WWE one. So.
I don't know. His wife's doing okay. So that whole house. Okay. And then a guy that people got him confused with a lot, Ryan Phillippe, has a new movie this week called St. Clair. In a small town, a solitary woman is haunted by voices that lead her to assassinate ill-intended people and get away with it until her last kill sucks her down a rabbit hole riddled with corruption, trafficking, and visions from the beyond. Bella Thorne and Rebecca De Mornay are also in this.
That's a name I haven't heard in a long time, Bella Thorne.
The Smurfs movie hits this week. I've not heard great things about it. Nick Offerman plays Papa Smurf's brother, who we've never met before. Rihanna plays Smurfette.
Oh,
James
perfect
Corden.
time. So, perfect time.
There's probably going to be music in it, I'm thinking.
Well, the reason why I say it's perfect time is because I walked around Disney calling Grogu Gargamel, just making everyone at Disney World upset.
And I've seen 2 films this week that come out tomorrow. I saw Eddington, which is Ari Aster's latest, the guy that did Hereditary and Midsommar. They're calling this a modern Western. For me, it's only a Western in the last 30 minutes, and this thing's 2.5 hours long.
Yeah.
Pedro Pascal is in this, Joaquin Phoenix, Emma Stone. It's okay. It's not great. It's very, very slow. Also, a movie this week called Sorry Baby releases. I can't give away too much because IMDb doesn't even give much away. But this is written and directed and starring the same lady. She plays a woman who lives in a small Massachusetts town and who is an English professor at a local college. Eva Victor is her name, is the writer, director, and star of this.
That's 96%.
I will tell you there are trigger warnings in this.
Oh.
It deals with some very, very sensitive material, but it does so in a very respectful and grounded way. I liked this film, but this is another one of those. I don't think I could sit through it again, but it's very, very good. It's a good conversation starter. So if you're okay with very, very sensitive things, go see this film. I know a lot of my critic friends really liked Eddington, and they said it was a good conversation starter. It does take place during May of 2020, so the pandemic is at its height. And Joaquin Phoenix is a small New Mexico town sheriff who decides he's going to run for mayor while all the things are going on. And it takes some weird turns. That's all I'm saying. Movies on DVD and Blu-ray this week. The Josh Hartnett, if you blinked, you missed it in theaters, Fight or Flight is available this week. Final Destination Bloodlines which Don and Alex both had mixed feelings about. There's a steelbook version of The Last Voyage of the Demeter. Serenity is getting a 20th anniversary edition, the Firefly movie, not the John Cusack thing.
Yeah.
I love that movie. I'll see if there's anything new on it. Small Soldiers is getting the steelbook treatment. I don't know if you saw that. It was about a bunch of action figures that kind of come to life. Tommy Lee Jones is the voice. Fantastic soundtrack. I own the soundtrack.
Small Soldiers from like 90 something.
I think, yeah.
Oh yeah. I have seen that. It's been a minute.
Arrow Video is doing a retouch to Cobra with Stallone, which is it's a thing, man. The Night Watch, which is most of what they do is horror films. The Stuff, which is an 80s horror film, it's kind of like The Blob, but it's a dessert that people eat and then things go crazy.
I want to watch that.
Warriors 2, which is a martial arts film, so check that out. And the Criterion Collection is doing Carnal Knowledge and You Can Count on Me. All right, I've got to go here because I've got the next thing I need to say is, and now this. It is now time for the Cheat Podcast, the second half of our show, where we do all things professional wrestling. And we have got a lot to talk about. Steven, also a big fan of professional wrestling. That's how we met. We talked about this last week from the days at Fox and Hound. Seems like a lifetime ago.
The good old establishment that's no longer there.
Is it gone?
As of 4 months ago, yeah, that's it.
I haven't been in that section of town in a while. Good mercy.
Well, I just drive past it coming home from work sometimes, just working down Campbell Road. Yeah, it finally went under.
That was the last one
for dear life.
That was the last one. That was the last one in the Metroplex.
Yeah, and it held on. I was actually surprised it was still around for as long as it was.
So, have you been keeping up with all the casting for the Street Fighter movie?
I saw two big top guy names associated with it. Now, if there's more, then no.
The two major ones I knew of were 50 Cent playing Balrog, which maybe, and David Desmalchin playing M. Bison, which I'm fully in on. It was announced the other day that somebody that's in talks to play E. Honda. And it is your current IWGP World Heavyweight Champion, Haruki Goto. You are a resident New Japan expert. So
I have not watched New Japan in like 4 years.
Really?
I think
that was your jam for years.
I think when Tanahashi started taking a back seat after his run with Omega at the Wrestle Kingdom, I kind of just slowly drifted away. Like, to be honest, I still watch pro wrestling, but I'm not knees deep into it like I used to. But I still see things here and there. I still keep up with it. But yeah, but New Japan, I've kind of separated. But I love that Tanahashi is the president and everything, but I haven't really watched.
TNA Slammiversary is this Sunday.
I'm excited.
This weekend is Quentin Rampage Jackson, who had to swim through there. And I don't know if you saw this, Steven, but they offered this in April, and they haven't offered it since. They finally went to a quarterly plan with TNA Plus that I jumped on, and now I get the pay-per-views, and I don't have to pay for a whole year. So I will be able to watch Slammiversary. I'll probably have to watch it Monday morning because I'll be driving back from Austin on Sunday night. But I'm very much looking forward to it. Strong rumors. They've been using the word phenomenal a lot.
But here's the thing. Would he come out with his TNA theme or his You Don't Want None theme?
I think they use Time to Fly because they own it.
He hates that theme song though, but I think
I love that song.
I think if he's smart, he comes back with that. He drops the little hood, do the thing, and
when Joe Hendry did the parody of that for the guy from Top Dollar, who used to be Top Dollar.
Oh, AJ Francis.
You are banned from diving. That made me. I just lost my mind. So apparently they're also now doing a crossover with Fourth Rope because their flyweight champion, Real One, showed up in a promo that he purchased last week. also known as Enzo Amore.
Oh, he's still floating around.
That's a really good looking belt too. I'm not gonna lie.
I did see it in an interview. It's nice, but it's
like this generation's $1 million championship almost.
I like the strap on it.
So apparently they're doing something with them, and I need somebody to just explain the joke to the people that don't get it. The fact that Ziggler's elbow drop is called the shot to the heart, or what? Actually, it's not Ziggler. It's
Nick Nemeth.
Nemeth, yeah. Did you see what his brother did recently?
What, Ryan? No, not yet. No.
He showed up at a couple's wedding in Vegas and like cut a promo, and then the bride ended up like super kicking him into the next time zone. They did a whole skit during the wedding. I thought it was great. We want to send our best to Wendy Richter, former women's champion in WWE. She lost her house in a fire.
Oh.
So we want to encourage everybody to go to the Cauliflower Club's website to donate and put for Wendy Richter in the notes. So look up the Cauliflower Club. This is like it's a Hall of Fame that's not connected to any company. It's a very high honor that she is a member of. So former champion Wendy Richter, you're on our thoughts. We want to send everybody to the Cauliflower Club's website. Make sure you put for Wendy Richter in the notes so that she can benefit from those funds. Saturday night's main event was a thing. And now Jelly Roll is the latest celebrity that's going to be in a tag match at SummerSlam, and he put somebody through a table on Kimmel, I guess, last night.
I just liked Drew McIntyre when he came out on Kimmel because the way he said Tootsie Roll. That was hilarious.
They got to do something better with him.
He's too good.
I know. And we had a Doug Dillinger sighting. Late 90s coming back to haunt me. Ernest the Cat Miller was there. And then Goldberg does the job. That was and that match went 15 minutes.
Yeah, it's Goldberg though.
I mean, I'm kind of glad that he did the job. I don't know what that does for Gunther.
No, I mean, the writing was on the wall. It was for a title, and it was labeled his last match. Like he wasn't. He's not Cena. And then he complained about even getting cut early. Like, no, most people who get send-offs don't even get to talk. So I don't want to hear.
Like, not. Yeah, that was. I read that interview, and I was like, dude, you've got your own show. Just
I'm over Goldberg. All right.
Evolution was a thing.
Hey. Takeaways from Evolution.
Yes.
I need them to stop disrespecting Asuka. She's back. She's healthy. She's good.
And she looks great. She's doing fantastic work. I agree with you 100%.
That's number one. Number two, Trish looks phenomenal at her age. Number three.
Not cosign.
Naomi is untouchable right now. She is the best woman's work I've seen.
She pulled a Seth Rollins, got the triple threat, won the match, which I'm glad now. At least one of the cases is off the table.
Yeah.
I like having her on Raw because I think there's more legit challengers for her on Raw. That was a fantastic match. Great cash in. Very well booked because you don't lose steam for either Io or Rhea.
And the big payoff for her was always Bianca and Jade, like collectively, like that's the big payoff. And you separate it to let that manifest so you could have it towards A Rumble or B Mania.
And I was kind of shocked there wasn't any turns in that match either, especially with Bianca as the referee. I was waiting. It didn't happen. Blake Monroe turns on Jordan Grace. I think she joins Fatal Influence, but here's my question, Steven. Does she add or does she replace?
I can see her replacing because I think they're going to pull the trigger on somebody just to have a fresh face with injuries looming on the main roster.
Who does she? No, I'm talking about in Fatal Influence.
Oh, in Fatal Influence? Oh, I'm thinking of, who am I thinking of? Think of the other one?
Fatal Influence is Jasmine Nix. geez, why did I just lose all three of their names? Their current women's champion,
JC Jane, right?
JC Jane, and then the girl that used to be the bartender, and she wears a lot of outfits that are influenced by Mickey James.
Oh, see, I was trying to say JC Jane will be she'll replace JC Jane. So JC Jane, like it'll be like a month down the road, but ship them off.
Why? Because I like her, and I don't know why. Fallon Henley. That's who I couldn't remember.
See, I think the JC Jane replacement is more likely. Like it's kind of like what not Finn Balor. Who I'm trying to think. It's where you float around the person a little too long, and then when it happens, you could split them, and that person goes. And like,
I'll be interested to see where this goes. Stephanie Vaquer wins the Battle Royal in a pretty good match. That Battle Royal was enjoyable, and Stephanie Vaquer, she's top tier for me right now.
She's on that streak where everything she touches gold. Like, remember when Asuka first came in and everything Asuka touched was gold? That's what Stephanie's going through right now. And it's like everyone wants to love Rhea Ripley and everyone wants to love people like that, like the Liv Morgans and the Beckys and stuff. But like, there's a tier of women wrestlers that are untouchable. And it's like you have the Asuka, the Charlottes, and her included, where it's like they're not missing a beat. They're not sloppy at all. They're getting it done.
I want to show you something, and I don't know if you saw this. I'm hoping. WWE Shop unveiled something this week.
Was it the belt?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, it was terrible.
And I'm going to share my screen so people can see this. $600 for this thing.
It is a portrait. Why?
This would have worked to me if he was still running heel. If the bloodline was still a thing and you had the wise man, this would have worked.
They should have made, instead of a portrait of Roman Reigns, like the tribal like symbol of the Anoa'i family. Like, do that. But the face, like, they put the portrait of the man on the butt. He's not a quarter.
The one thing I will say, though, that I like is how they put the Uafala around it.
Again, the belt itself is beautiful. The fact that he looks like he's on a coin. No, I'm not putting him in a vending machine. Like, make it like a tribal logo or something. That's ridiculous.
$600.
Yeah,
but it's also telling. They announced this 2-3 days ago. How often do they announce legacy titles and you've got about an hour max? But this thing's still out there.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand why.
So you got that going for you, which is nice. Read today that allegedly we're sending Omos to AAA.
Omos is doing the international tour because of his size, and he's a WWE superstar that can say, hey, I'm a WWE superstar, and I am a giant, even though I'm probably not the best one to work with. I'm just a giant, so I look great.
Hopefully that AAA will be good for him.
I mean, Japan wasn't, and Japan's usually where people get good.
Yeah, but Japan, this sentence lasted longer than he was in Japan. They didn't really give him time to marinate. So, we have new tag team champs on SmackDown in the Wyatt Six. Did that do anything for you?
They did win that match, did they?
Yeah.
I did not watch.
I like the Street Profits.
I do too.
So I don't know what we're doing there. The Great American Bash was a thing. Nothing really happened. But they did announce that Heat Wave is set for August 24th. Does that date stick out for you at all?
August 24th. What AEW pay-per-view is then? Because I'm assuming that's what you're asking.
The same day as Forbidden Door.
Oh, yeah. I'll watch that over Forbidden Door because AEW doesn't know what they're doing. They really don't.
But All in Texas was a thing. We want to send our best out to Adam Cole, who's dealing with a concussion.
So I was talking with Rhea, and I was like, man, I'm actually like, as much as I am a detractor of AEW, not a big fan. I said the only matches I wanted to see was Adam Cole's, and I wanted to see Omega versus Okada. That's it. And I don't even like Kenny Omega. I like Okada. But I was like, those are the only two matches I really want to see. And not even 30 minutes after that conversation, I see the news break. He's vacated the title. They changed up the match, like the whole thing. And I'm like, oh, no. I was like, well, at least I didn't go. But that's really sad. I mean, I hate to say this because they're just so unsafe there. But wrestlers with a talent like that, and especially someone of his stature and size, you go to let your career die.
Yeah, and his history with the injuries he's had.
Yeah, it's just that's sad. It's sad because like they don't protect you over there. Like it's the wild west over there, and it's just it's a shame that talent that big and that good basically go there to wash away the prime. Like it's a shame.
Mina Shirakawa also broke her hand, so she's dealing with that after winning the interim ROH Women's Television title at Supercard. MJF wins the men's casino gauntlet match. We had to return both of Juice Robinson and the Guns. I
thought he was going to pull the trigger on that cash-in stipulation, that like night of.
But I like how he spun it on Dynamite last night. I don't need this, but this is my insurance policy. So,
yeah.
But your new TNT champion is Dustin Rhodes. Why not? Give the guy a run. Give him a singles run.
So Thursday, before All In, my friend Jay, who has a metal band, Unity TX, and they're local here in Dallas, they were doing a set, and they were doing it with other people somewhere in Deep Ellum. And Dustin Rhodes was there. They got to take a picture with him and everything. So, yeah, he just walked in as a fan, and that was really cool. So he got to meet Shotzi Blackheart, him, and I think Swerve as well. Like, it was cool.
And speaking of his 6-man tag team partners, the oh goodness,
the Von Erichs.
Yes, I will be interviewing Kevin Von Erich Saturday morning at Greater Austin Comic Con.
When they announced that Kevin Von Erich signed a Legends deal with AEW, I was like, did they leave off the kids? Like, what about the kids?
Yeah, I mean they're 6-man champions. So the Bucks are no longer the EVPs, and JoJo Offerman singing Swerve's original theme music of "Ain't Nobody" by Shaka Khan. Great work.
I did see that. She looked great, by the way.
Yeah, I will not debate you on that. One of the favorites of this show, and we know of 1334, Athena wins the women's casino gauntlet match.
Hey, shout out to Sis for winning that.
How that goes. The forever ROH women's champion. We had the return of Cope. So
I like how they did that, though.
Yeah,
I will say I'm not a Adam Copeland Edge fan. I'm not. I love Christian, I do, but I love them collectively as a tag team. I love how they did it, and I love how he left Christian. Beautiful.
Yeah. After the heel turn by the rest of the patriarchy, or the heel turn on the heel, if you will.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll be interested to see where that goes. Nick cut a decent promo last night on Dynamite. It wasn't great, but for where he's at in his career, I liked it. I think Kip Sabian's going to help him out a lot. Toni Storm hands Mercedes Moné her first AEW singles loss. Actually kind of shocked by that, but I'm glad.
This is the hill I'm going out on, and everybody who still lives in a basement who probably has posters of them, they're both overrated garbage. The only thing good about Toni Storm are these post-pay-per-view interviews. Outside of that, wash.
Her promos are top notch.
Yes, but everything else about her and Mercedes Moné, overrated garbage. They're terrible. They're like Girl Scouts.
One of the things I dug, though, was in Moné's entrance. She had I hate calling them cheerleaders for the Rangers, but it's the closest thing I can do. And they were each wearing a different one of the belts she currently has. I thought that was kind of cool. And Hangman Adam Page stops the championship run by the Death Riders.
And see, the most important belt in your company, and you have two people that kill belts that do nothing for the belt and do nothing for the company holding these title matches. That's why I was hoping MJF would have gone in there and probably would have saved it, because AEW, goodness gracious, tighten up now. We saw what John Moxley, Dean Ambrose does to any title. You don't care anymore. He's just there. doing a blood spot. And then Hangman Adam
And
Page.
he had it in a briefcase the whole time. So we'll see where that goes. We did talk about Forbidden Door. Speaking of Toni Storm, she did an interview yesterday. Did you see what she named as her favorite film of all time?
Something with Betty Davis. I don't know.
The Master of Disguise with Dana Carvey.
The turtle one where he's the turtle.
That's the turtle one. I was like, oh.
The only thing I remember from that movie is he was a turtle and he did the little thing with the shell.
Turtle.
Yeah,
I was like, 50 people know that movie. I now granted, I saw it on home video, so I can't say that I saw it in a theater. But I was like, man, you want to talk about deep cuts? I'm going to be the master of disguise. I'm going to be the master of disguise. Oh, goodness mercy. That's a terrible film. Anything else you want to talk about while we're all together? Or both of us are together because the boys aren't here tonight.
Wrestling. Wrestling wrestles. You know, there's like things going on and they wrestle and there's a lot going on in wrestling. Like the grapples and, you know, like ring aprons and stuff. Do you know
just as
the apron or the that's the hardest part of the ring?
Yes, it is, especially on the outside. We want to remind you, next Saturday, Asian Film Festival, Dallas. We're going to be live there at 5 o'clock Central. Also want to remind you, if you're in the Greater Austin area this weekend, Greater Austin Comic-Con will be going on. I will be there and doing the things that I do. And we're going to see McKenna Michaels perform Saturday night after the show. She's fantastic. Just had a birthday, so shout out to McKenna. And then next Thursday, we'll be back, and then everything's going crazy. Don't forget to find that video. Follow it. Tag who you want to take to that game at COSM on the 27th. Dodgers versus Red Sox. We'll get that refreshed for you as well. Make sure there's a QR code over there right above Steven's head. Scan that so you can find all other way. There you go. You can find all of our social medias. You can follow me on all your social medias if you'd like. Everything is Yes That Rob Irvin. That is spelled ERVIN. My normal co-host Alex Barnhill, who we hope is back next week, is at Vexploit on all of your social medias, VEXPLOIT. Make sure you go to prowrestlingtees.com/thecheappopcast. We're going to be adding more designs before too much longer. And if you have a design that you want to add, send it to alex@theclubhousepodcast.com. Steven, what do you want to plug?
Whatever is in this box right here. I'm trying to do this right
at
there.
The 1334 show. Go follow them.
Yeah, or just there's like 3 accounts. I don't know which one's which, but you can reach me at any given time. We're eventually figuring this out. I've just been traveling a lot, so I'm back.
Right.
Yeah.
The
also
official
talking to the microphone.
The official fact checker of Sooner or Gator Production is Don Ford. You can follow him on X Twitter at Igbunu, IGBUNUUU. And if we love doing live remote shows and hanging out with the Empire, if you'd like us to come do that for you, you can email him, don@theclubhousepodcast.com. You can email me questions, comments, concerns. Tell me to go pound sand. I am rob@theclubhousepodcast.com. Charlotte Marshall is on Pinterest because we are morally obligated to say that. Our normal show every Thursday night. It is Thursday. At 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific is your one-stop shop for all things sports, entertainment, pop culture, and pro wrestling. So until next time, for Steven, for Alex, for Don, for the Empire, season 16 is on like neck bone. I'm Rob. Clubhouse is closed. Brittany Palmer getting those engagement pictures up. She's going to be a beautiful bride.
This is a Stolen Water Media production.